Okay. Sorry. No.
Okay. Hello friends, it's Spicy, and as you all know, it's Kevin, my boyfriend.
Hello.
Today we are going to do a recap and review of this last week's bowling league. We were in week 9 of 12, and we bowled against each other. 2 different teams. Kevin representing Team 6, and me representing Girl Power. So yeah.
It'll be a fun watch.
Yep. Without further ado,
Let's begin.
you know who I am? I know what I do. So like, subscribe, and hit the bell too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so first up is your teammate,
Yep.
Andy.
I think as you guys are watching this, you guys will see that he has a very special type of throw release.
Mhm.
It's a very special type of way he drills his ball.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually uses all 5 of his fingers to bowl. And he's just been doing that for years and years and years, and he's become very consistent with it. Oops. Oops.
Little off balance there. This was a common trend of the night, was everybody was getting like 8, 9 pins. Like we couldn't seem to just knock them all down. Well, I couldn't. You had some good strikes going there.
Lucky, that's all. Yeah, on this night my right wrist was really sore and really not cooperating with me.
What was sore about it?
I seem to have jammed it or sprained it while bowling when practicing the week before.
Oh, that's a good 10-pin pickup. So that's why you're wearing the wrist strap this week, is because your wrist was hurting more.
Yep.
But you've recently been trying to wean off wearing the strap.
Wear the wrist support or the wrist guard.
You might be wondering where my teammate was. It was just me that night, so it was a 1-woman show. So yeah, we had 3 people bowling in these 2 lanes for league. And then what they do for my partner is they'll give a blind score. So they'll take her average that she's accumulated throughout the entire season, and then they put the average score out for the entire 3 games. So her score doesn't shift from game to game. And I believe hers right now is at 9 pins each frame for every game.
I will mention that because we're only bowling with 3 bowlers, the pace of bowling was a lot faster. So you see a lot of us kind of be a little more winded towards the 3rd game, a little more tired, you would say.
Yeah, we're all wearing each other out.
Ooh, that's not missed.
There's a couple of those. I got a lot of 10 pins. So some of them I made, most of them I made, but there's a couple in there. That was such a lucky strike.
Yeah, lucky.
Still counts.
Yeah, so on this night, I was trying to practice keeping my right arm straight, and for some reason, it looks like I pull it, or I kind of open up my chest, the outside. But it felt straight on my body, and then when I bowl normally, it looks straight, but if you look at it from behind, it actually goes behind my back.
Crosses over.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I haven't been able to fix that issue.
I was trying to focus on keeping my elbow really close to my hip on the downswing, and then when I would release, I was trying to open up my shoulder, because kind of similar to you, I tend to kind of overcross, and that's where my ball starts to change direction really early, go across the lane. And I thought I was making improvements, but then watching the video, I'm like, oh, I'm not making that as big of a change as I thought I was. Oof. Knuckles. Was not worthy of a high five.
Knuckles.
Something I like about bowling in league and the mentality behind it, at least here at Golden Mile, is that no matter how good or bad you do, you still kind of get celebrated at the end of your turn. You know, like a high five or a fist pump, and you know your friends will reach across the seats and the lanes to kind of acknowledge what you just did. It's a really supportive environment. Not a split.
Strike 3. Yeah, so
Yep. That's a turkey.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Going for the ham bone. There's a 6-10 split for me. I think I got a couple of those. Those are fun.
Hey, look at that.
That was a good one. Let's see, is it a ham bone?
Brooklyn.
9 pins. So bittersweet. That little float pop that Andy does. I think it's funny. Good spur, good spur.
Thank you, thank you.
I feel like I can almost tell whether or not it's gonna be good.
Stop.
Whether or not it's gonna be good based off of my balance at the end of my swing. So like as soon as I release the ball, if I kind of wobble or step out of it, I know it's most likely not gonna be a strike.
Good try. I was a little bit ahead on that thing. Well, 10th frame.
10th frame. Nice. So I believe that wraps up game 1. Yup. So I got a 125. You got a 213. Broke 200. Big deal. Kicked our butts.
Here are the results.
Yeah.
Plus handicaps. So team 6 gets first point.
So explaining the handicaps really quickly, they take your average score that you get throughout the weeks that you bowl, and however short that score is from 220 is the number of pins in your handicap. So mine and my teammates' combined handicap between the two of us is 139 pins, and Kevin and Andy's is 52. So basically that means that they're a really powerful team because they have so few pins in their advantage. So Girl Power got a 222, just scratch game, which is just the score as you see it. And then with our handicap of 139 pins, 361 was our total score. Same to be said for Team 6. You guys got a 406, so that's a big difference, 222 to 406. And then 52 pins for handicap, making 458 total score. So
I would have to say though, it's a double-edged sword.
Yes.
So if me and Andy have a really bad day and we both don't bowl above a 160, generally speaking, we'll lose. So I think that's the fun part about it. You're always kind of competing against yourself to become better. Because if you're not competitive with yourself, you're not going to be able to be competitive against the other teams. So I think it keeps the competitiveness because of that, because of the handicap.
Yeah.
I think we have 2 more weeks. So
Three. Well, technically 2 weeks, and then the final week, which is like the competition, where it actually all matters. Here we go, game 2. Andy was so ready to go, I almost missed the recording of it. Dang it. He's such a unique throwing style.
it works. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oy.
And there's a strike here. Yeah.
Yup.
Oop, that'll pick.
That was good. It looked good. Then it wasn't. If I had $1 for every time somebody said it looked good, I'd be very rich. I would have many dollars.
Many dollars. Lots of dollars. So this looked like it was gonna go and pick up.
Yeah.
But I think it hooked towards the end just a little bit.
Little hook. If it would have kept that straight angle and it would have hit that 6 pin with a little bit more of it going on the side, it would have ricocheted and sent a messenger and taken out the 7 pin on the left side.
It's a nice strike. But you kind of need that counterclockwise rotation there, though.
Yeah.
Send that
Or like
pin to the left.
a symmetric ball, I guess, or a spare ball, basically, which I don't currently have.
That was a bad miss on my part. There it
Finally,
is.
that's my first strike of 2 games. Thank you.
Lofted that one.
It's a good angle, though. It's nice.
Got stuck a little bit.
I think this is your Hemblin.
No, my handball was the first game, I think. Is it?
No, I think it was this game.
But this one, I think, was the least.
Yeah, this was your worst game of the
Of the
3.
three.
I think. You're right. I think the Hemblin was last game then.
That's my first strike in 2 games.
It's 2
Nicely
strikes for
done.
Andy, I think. Ooh,
It looked good.
they look good. Ooh, lofted that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think.
Ah.
So I think that night we were all kind of seeing a difference between, well, maybe not everybody, but for me, the right lane was it was a little more oiled or conditioned, so the ball slid a little farther and then caught friction a little later versus the right lane. And so for me, controlling how hard I throw is a lot harder than trying to make it hook more.
I didn't pick up on it until the 3rd game, but I started adding more rotation. So kind of the opposite. I wasn't focusing on speed, but I was focusing more on rotation. And it helped me start to kind of improve my game. So all 3 of my games got incrementally better throughout the night because of that.
The elbow wiggle. The wiggle wiggle.
Every bowler has their pre-flight adjustments.
Oof, toughness. I think this is a spare too.
Mhm.
Yeah, spare.
Nice. It's a good looking spare.
Mm-hmm. Brooklyn! Nope. Disappointment in my face. Look at that disappointment.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
And there it is. I think Andy was struggling a little bit that night. Or this night.
I think we were going too fast for him. I'm telling you, I was winded. And he's a lot older than us. We're just going, like, I'm not cutting out much footage in between these. Really just the adjustments and setup between each bowl. Or waiting for people in the lanes next to us to go. But we were just going, like, one after the other. It's fun.
Ooh.
Poor Andy. She's pissed.
Good spare, good spare.
This is fair.
Yes.
One of these days I want to try bowling like Andy.
Uh,
I need to drill my whole hand for the ball for that. It looks effective though.
High five. Should put sound effects when you do the high five.
The head scratch, that's how you can know a bowler did bad. Even Andy does that too. When he messes up, he goes, oh, like that.
No split.
That's me breathing relief because it wasn't a split. Nice.
Yeah, if it just keeps striking, I'll just keep lofting the ball. Just keep doing the same thing.
Nice. Oi.
The pin just went around it.
Okay. Could have been a lot worse. Man, I was getting
Stay on.
so good at
There
those
it
like
is.
outside pins on the right though, because I had so many of them.
Oof.
When you think there's one pin, but there's really two, like right between each other.
Yeah, I think he knew there was two, but it just
You had to have such
tough.
a perfect head-on angle for that.
Oops.
I thought you were like talking about the straightness. Did I do something?
I was
gotta
trying to give you a high five. You just left me hanging. I was gonna do what you did, like.
Sorry.
The
Game two.
scores.
So,
It looks like we won, but the next thing picture, you guys will see what happened.
it's a tie.
We tied.
Which is pretty uncommon. That doesn't happen very often.
Very uncommon. I've never tied with anybody in bowling, especially when there's 4 people involved. Well, technically 3 plus, a blind player.
Yeah. What's most interesting, I think, about a tie is that instead of it being a push, it's a half a win for each team. So Team 6 is now at 1.5 wins, and Girl Power is at half a win. And there's 1 game left. So we could completely tie overall if girl power wins. So it's kind of like the best of 3, except each game does count. It matters. But yeah. Let's start the 3rd game and see what happens.
Look at that.
This is when things got real serious.
Oh yeah, she didn't want to lose, or you didn't want to lose. We didn't want to lose. We were bowling hard. We're tryhards this game for sure. And nope, can't lose this one.
Very end over end, that one. Nice.
Yeah, I think next Monday I'm gonna put tape on my balls so you see the rotation a little better.
Like what we did with Juan.
Nope. Through that one a little bit.
This was definitely my best game. Though it doesn't look like it by that frame.
Hook.
Nice. I was getting real good at spares by this point.
Ooh. Ooh.
And Andy was tired.
Oh, this is how you picked it up. Yeah.
Oh, that was such a lucky one. Look at Andy turning back like, did she just do that?
Turns back at me like, really? That should be an open frame. No, you got it.
Well, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That gave me my first open frame, I think.
Of the game.
Yeah. This is a strike. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I think because I started lofting it, the people next to us, Manolo,
Mm-hmm.
they started lofting it too.
Hey, it's working for him.
Oh, that's a strike.
Mm.
I love how I'm looking at the screen, but I'm like trying to look around it like. Brooklyn.
Strike number 2.
Brooklyn. See how unhappy I am? Like,
A strike is a strike, Brooklyn or not. So a Brooklyn is when you hit the left side of the pocket
if you're righty.
if you're righty. So if you bowl with your right arm, the ball is going to hook to the left. And so you really get kind of lucky by hitting that pocket on the left side. And that'll strike. It's a lot less predictable as far as getting a strike.
Not if you're Andy. You can hit on either side, I think. He doesn't have...
He bowls pretty straight though.
Yeah, he doesn't have a like clockwise or counterclockwise rotation, so it's... I don't think it really affects him if he hits left or right.
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
Number 3. That's a
Number 3.
turkey.
That's a good one. See, I'm happy. Look at that smile. Happy camper right there. When you hit, when you throw where you want to throw, and it hits where you want to hit.
That was a good release. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that celebration.
Nice.
Boink. Oh.
The kick.
Is this why you're forced? No.
Yeah, this is your 4th one right here. This is for the ham bone.
Nope. 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 Yeah, knew it. I think it was the first game.
Hmm.
We bowl so much, it's hard to remember which one, which one we're talking about. Like, oh, maybe that was last week or something.
I think your best game was the first one, 213. Ball got away from you there a little bit.
Yeah, it got stuck in my thumb.
Ugh. That's a nice release there.
Yeah, but I think I was pushing it a lot harder towards the end of the game. And so I was like, well, okay, let me see if I push harder and not loft it, what happened.
Nice. When you surprise yourself with the spare pickup. Nice spare pickup. So many spares this game.
Brooklyn.
Where are you from?
Brooklyn. No, I'm from Ohio.
Kevin from Ohio.
Kevin from Ohio.
That is also from Brooklyn.
That is also from Brooklyn. On Monday evenings.
On Mondays at the Golden Mile, I am Kevin from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Nice
Nice.
strike. Kind of head on, but nice strike.
Still counts. A strike is a strike, even if it's sloppy.
You see my hand? I was trying to push the pins for you.
Did not work.
Yeah. So that throw, I didn't, for some reason it felt like I pushed it, but it broke it, so I think I started lofting it. Like my stomp. I was trying to help you.
That was for the 10th frame, so I would have gotten an extra throw had that pin knocked over, but alas.
Oh, this is the 10th. Okay, never mind. So,
The bowling gods
yeah, so I
were...
started lofting it again. I'm like, yep, just lift it up a little bit.
So yeah, that's game 3. Look at that.
Good game, good game.
151, 202, 97, and 190. Okay, so y'all win. Good game.
Good, my wrist hurts. Good,
GG.
Good game. I can't bend
GG.
it. GG.
So yeah, the final standings after game 3 was 2.5 wins versus half a win. So it was a pretty humbling experience this week.
Oh.
I don't think I've been clean sweeped like 3 losses in a row yet, but I feel like most of these like past couple weeks, like at least the last 4, has been like 1 win for girl power, 2 losses.
But going into this week, there was so much trash talking. So much trash talking. So much trash talking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it was a fun evening. I enjoyed myself. It's nice bowling with you. Not having to creep 10 lanes to go watch what you're doing, you know?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Well, 3 more weeks bowling against each other, so it's close now. Hopefully my teammate comes these last couple weeks.
If not, I'll bowl for her.
You know, that's what another one of our friends who bowls in the league was saying. He's like, oh, just let me bowl for her. Like, I got a better score than her. And I was like, yeah, but then you're going to drop her handicap. And he's like, no, you can just put my number in there. I was like, well, what's the point of that then? Because he's already playing on another
So
team.
I'll just bowl for her on the very last game. I'll use her handicap and I'll just put a wig on.
Yeah,
I'll be your teammate.
thank you.
We'll kill it.
We are girl power.
Yes.
I like it. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching with us. Thanks for stopping by in the channel of SpcyChkn. It's your host Spicy and boyfriend Kevin. And We'll do
Till
this
next
again.
time. Yeah. Till next time, guys. Ciao.
Hasta luego. See you later.
Alligator.
You know who it is.
Hit the bell, subscribe, and you know what I do.
Okay. Bye.
Brilliant. I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant.